Hello, everyone. Jeff Bouwman, and I am back with another tutorial for EDT 211-511. And I hope you're enjoying these tutorials, and I hope these make the course easier for you, and you have a better understanding of what you need to do with your assignments. So this assignment today is one where you get to be a little critical, do some research. It's really fun. So again, my view may look a little different than yours. So I'm going to go to assignments. And for today, we are going to go to the learning activity review and critique assignment. Now you can do 4 of these in EDT 211-511. Each one is worth 15,000 points for a grand total of 60,000 points if you choose to do all 4. Again, this is a course where you get to choose your assignments. How do you want to get to your A? And this may be one that you want to do. It's worth a couple extra points. So for these, you have the opportunity to do 4 critiques. Now, all of them have due dates on them, and if you happen to miss the first one, well, you can go do the second one. That's fine. You do not need to do the first one to do the second one, unlock the next. That's not how it works. So for my video, I'm going to take a look at critique number 1. I'm going to click on that. And what you're going to do here is you are going to use a couple things to really analyze a resource that you find on the web. Okay, so again, you have the opportunity to do 4 of these, and you are going to need to find an existing learning activity or lesson plan that integrates technology in a way, and I want you to review and critique it. You need to utilize the template provided below and the EEE framework, which is really cool. And you are going to have both of those open, maybe one on one tab, one on another, and you're going to want to go back and forth between the two. All right. So for each critique, you need to do the following. Provide me with a brief overview and summary of the learning activity that's being reviewed. Make sure you provided information about where you found it. Give me the link if you can. You are going to provide me with an assessment score based on what the EEE framework guidelines give you. Give me a rationale for your score. So tell me how you got that number, and explain how you would improve the resource that you are evaluating. So whatever you find on the internet that you want to evaluate, how would you improve it? Now, here's one thing that you are not allowed to do. You cannot say, I would change nothing. No. You have to, if you could, what would you change about the resource that you found? All right. So saying I would change nothing, you'll lose some points right there. Okay. Be thorough and explain how you got to your score. All right. So that's the biggest thing. So the EEE framework, I'm going to click on this link, and that is going to take me to this website. And I believe this was designed by University of Michigan, or the University of Michigan. And what you're going to do is provide the state and the county. So for me, I would be Michigan, Wayne County. And as you go through the resource that you've selected, you are going to answer all these questions. So question number 1, engagement. Does the technology tool help students focus on the learning goals, content with less distractions? Okay, so your options are absolutely, somewhat, not at all. And there's a whole series of questions that you're going to need to answer. So what I would do if I were you is go through and check out these questions ahead of time. That way you know what to look for. This is a rubric that you're going to use to assess the effectiveness of whatever resource you find online. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to provide this resource, and if you want to use it for one of your evaluations, you can do that. All right, so this is a really cool thing. It's called Whackabone. I've used this in the past, and I had to mute it for my video, but if I unmute it, I don't know if you can hear it, but it's got this little song that goes along with it. And it's kind of, I had to mute it because it was a little distracting at first, but that's my call. I'm also the guy that has the Thanos cursor in the gauntlet. So anyways, I'm going to mute this thing again. And the cool thing about this resource, and I've used this with my science classes in the past, is this is a way to get to know the different bones that are in the human body. So what you would do is you would hit begin here, and looking at this, here's the arm, level 1. It says Whackabone, build the arm by placing the bones in the right spot. You have to have an 80% to move to the next stage. So I'm gonna hit begin. And there we go. I'm gonna move that here. Oh, no, not good. Oh, and so as you can see, I'm playing the game, which is kind of fun because as a teacher, you should be able to test out your games and try them out. So I made the cut. I made the score of 80. I just made it, and I can move on to the next level. And so what I would do is I would go through the game, I would get to know it, or if it's something else, a lesson plan, I would evaluate it. I just chose to do Whack-A-Bone because this is something that, like I said, I've used in the past. All right. So then after that's done, I would go to the Triple E framework. I would answer all of the questions, and then this will give you a final score. Okay. So that's really kind of like the first part. After that, you need to get your assignment template, which is right here. And again, this is my copy. So what you're going to need to do is make a copy for yourself. So this is where you would put your name. And this is for your first critique. Now, if you don't do the first critique, you can skip this. You have room to do 4 of them on this template. So again, this is mine. You're going to need to make a copy, like I showed you in the other video, rename it, save it to your drive, change the share setting to anyone with a link can comment. And then each one, if you were to use this in your classroom, what grade level do you think this would go with? What subject and concept would it go along with? So, excuse me, for this would be like middle school anatomy. Give me an overview of it. So tell me about it. This might be a paragraph. Give me a hyperlink to the website. What is your triple E score that goes right here? How did you get that score? Give me a small paragraph right here explaining that. And then right here, give me another small paragraph explaining what you would do to improve this, okay? Like the other assignments, when you are done, get the link from this Google Doc, turn that in on GradeCraft, and that will let me know that you're ready for me to grade it. So again, the share setting is anyone with a link can comment, turn the URL in once you are done, and you might turn in the same URL 4 times, but that's okay. But your job in this assignment is to find something online, review it, run it through the Triple E, and provide me an evaluation of it, and you will turn that in on GradeCraft. So pretty easy assignment, 60,000 points if you do all 4, if you choose to do so. And as always, if you have any questions, please email me. So this is how you do the assignment. And as always, thank you for watching.